Brad Pitt really likes World War II.
Brad Pitt's the
But
tramp.
he likes World War II and cheating on his wife.
He's really good at both of those.
He's really good at World War II.
With my help, he could be the best.
Welcome to the Drawn Out Podcast, which is more of a movie cast. I don't think we've done anything besides movies.
We've done a video game.
How that starts.
Oh,
Brad Pitt's
video
really
games.
good.
We had an anime
Brad
one.
Pitt
at
really
one
likes
point.
Yeah, we
World
gotta
War II
redo it.
cheating on
No,
his
we
wife.
Tony, why are you still talking about this?
Shut up.
So, now that a great movie has come out in theaters, we're going to talk about the previous movie, which was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes.
No,
And then
we're 2 weeks
hopefully
late.
next time we'll talk about
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman came out.
and-
Like, what the fuck else came
We'll
out?
talk about Wonder Woman in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, Wonder
I still
Woman
haven't
came
seen
out 2 days ago.
Which
so,
we saw it,
yeah,
and so, but
we'll-
we're not going to
we'll
talk about it.
in what, like a month or so.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
When
you
it's
said-
Probably.
when it's relevant to be
when it's
talking
cold.
about it. Yeah.
Once it cools down.
Yeah. Rule 1 of Wonder Woman is not to talk about Wonder Woman.
Don't
So-
talk about Wonder Woman.
What-
Anyway,
Going back to Brad Pitt.
I was gonna say, what are the rules of everything else? Because we also don't talk about anything else when it's relevant and cool at the time.
That's true.
what we try, but then we suck. Anyway, so this is about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay, spoiler free, real quick, if you can remember it. What'd you think of the movie?
I thought it was fantastic.
I think I remember saying that it was good.
Good, man.
Oh, we should probably introduce ourselves too.
I
We
was
missed
gonna
out
say
that part.
too.
This is Brandon.
I'm Tannen.
I'm
And-
Tony.
Blake.
Raimi.
And Buddy is also here, but he sucks at introductions.
Buddy,
always.
messing up the introduction
I'm
just
like
like
always.
fucking always.
We're
You
failing.
guys are all fucking terrible.
We
guys.
haven't done a podcast.
Oh, we're terrible at life. Who is the only person in this room that didn't say their fucking name?
Hey,
I love that. Who?
You.
I like
Hey,
that.
hey.
Who?
Who's the only person in this room that has a kid, right? Terrible at life.
Fuck. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no, man! Oh god! I want to go home. I don't want to do the podcast anymore.
No.
Can we pretend that Tony said it?
No. Don't you take that away from Blake.
this
Welcome
is Jack's mom. You can't bring that up.
Just 2 minutes stare down.
Welcome to the Buddy's Child podcast, where we just talk about all things Buddy's Child.
Hey, can we not?
Don't think we should.
I've never met him.
Probably for the best.
I met him a
That's
couple of years
pathetic.
ago.
I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it.
Should we finish what we all thought about Guardians 2, spoiler free? Tony?
Go ahead, Tony.
Tony, can you stop making the noise right next to the mic, please? It's picking up everything you do.
I thought it was really good, actually. I thought it was better than the first, unlike a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Mantis's Bay.
Not for like a weird fetish reason.
Mantis's Bay.
Except for like the
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Don't worry.
green's always something.
And Tony, we'll get there too. Anyone else?
Yeah, I did not think it was as good as the first one, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was probably funnier than the first one. Lost a little track on the story, I think, but
Yeah. Buddy?
It was good, but the like. I didn't
Moving
like,
on.
Fuck, you know.
No.
I didn't like how
Buddy.
like the emotional bits they just like slammed humor into it.
Oh, yeah? What?
Like every time they had something emotional, like
yeah,
a second later, it was like funny.
right. It did seem kind of like they forced a lot of that in there.
I like the first one a little bit more. I don't know, even with comedy, I feel like the first one had better comedy to me. But the second one's still great. So spoiler time. We're gonna get into everything.
Yondu dies!
I don't even
Blue
think
stuff.
anyone
We're
could
going
actually
into blue
tell
stuff.
What you just said.
Yeah, like
I
that was
said-
just inaudible.
Yondu dies.
Why'd you
Hey, you did it.
Big
He's
spoiler.
just-
Right there.
Hey, you said it like a
Jeez,
normal
what the
human
shit?
being.
I actually didn't like when he died.
Honestly, I didn't give a fuck. Like,
No,
I
I-
was more sad about the raccoon being upset about his friends.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That was the only emotional part of the movie for me. Chris Pratt did not sell the death for me. In fact, his acting was so subpar. I thought it was a joke. I thought Yondu was just gonna like open his eyes and be like, "Ha, dummy!"
By the way,
Like, I'm an alien. I can survive in fucking space. I really thought that's what was gonna happen because it was so comically bad.
Oh man.
I wouldn't say his
Ouch.
acting was bad. I would think that it's
Well,
just.
it wasn't like it's not like his acting ability is bad. It's just the way the scene played was just really bad.
Well, I think it was
Right.
just poorly written at that point. Like, it's not any of the actors' faults on their portrayal. It was just the.
It was
It was the fact
I
that, like,
think
they
the
tried
writing
to-
and the directing was bad.
Well,
on
they tried
that
to sell
scene.
you on the whole idea that Yondu was his father, and it's like, this is a guy who threatened to eat him multiple times and tried to kill him several times,
That was a
and
joke.
also, like, tried to sell him to Ronan the, destroyer. Like,
Your
this
dad raped you. Like,
yeah, well, hey.
We're calling back to
He
an old
told me-
episode there.
My dad told me he loved me when he touched my stuff. All right? What's your dad said to you?
By your stuff, do you mean like your toys and stuff? Or?
No, he means
there were,
penis.
there were toys
Okay.
involved.
Oh no.
That's advanced molestation.
So, some adults' toys.
Yeah, my dad's a pro.
If it ever
For
comes out
rapists.
that that's actually that actually happened, I'm gonna feel real
I'm
bad
gonna
about that
laugh
joke,
even
just like I
harder.
felt really bad that Jack's mom was dead. But
Bruh.
anyways,
Bruh.
no, I was okay with them selling that Yondu was like his
A
dad.
father figure.
He's
His
your
daddy.
father, but I'm your daddy.
Yeah.
Like I was okay with that. It was just that one scene. I don't know if it was bad writing, bad directing, or bad acting, but whatever it was, the death scene was really bad all around. It was just awful. I felt no emotion. I almost laughed. I thought Yondu was just gonna live because it was so comically bad.
I've heard that people that actually had like very specific paternal issues like that, where like stepdads come in and all that, like they felt more like that connection.
I'm not
I
saying
can't
the connection.
connect
I
that.
liked the connection. I thought it was good. Just the one scene.
You also
Okay.
have to think of like how many takes did they do until they're like, well, we're just gonna settle with that one.
Oh, I know how many takes they did. Not enough. Not nearly enough. Maybe just the one, honestly. They're just like, it's close to the end. And
Close enough.
they'll fucking understand.
They'll watch it. Fuck them.
Chris Pratt forgot his
Let's
other
be
line.
real here. These nerds are gonna pay for this.
It's not even Chris Pratt. It's a stunt double. They're like, oh, shit, when did you get in there?
Photoshop Chris Pratt's face.
Oh, yeah, we'll just do that thing with the digital, like they map his head
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
somebody else's body. Fuck it, why not? Marvel fanboys will watch anything. They watched Iron Fist all the way through, so.
Hey.
No, we didn't.
Whoa, bro.
Whoa.
no, we
Whoa.
didn't.
I was forced to.
Whoa. This is not the right podcast to be bringing that shit up. Don't
We
make
will.
me stab you in
We
the
will
ear.
come back
Hey,
to that.
it is shit. He admitted it.
Don't bring that shit up. In Brandon's words.
I'm gonna stab you both in the face.
Come on, bud.
I want
Let's
the
do it.
camera.
Dude,
see
Where
this
you at,
camera?
Freud?
On that
Camera, do you
on
see
the
this?
recording.
See my hand here? I'm pointing at the two dead men in this room.
That's not gonna work when it's edited.
It will.
Okay.
No, it won't.
River
You
needs
see,
you to
did you
cut it
see
and
my
come back.
hand, like, probably, what, 10 minutes ago? It was on the screen for about half a second because that
Right.
sped up.
He'll probably get caught, like all the good stuff from Iron Fist.
I don't think it got cut.
Nothing good got cut
That's
from
right,
Iron
they didn't-
Fist.
they
Yeah,
didn't make any.
they just never filmed it.
No,
Because they
okay,
didn't-
okay. Moving back.
because they
Moving
didn't
back.
All right, yeah,
Write it
let's
or
keep
direct it.
going.
Stab your family to death.
Go for it, bub. See if I care.
We're good at this.
Blake, did you have something else to say about Yon?
About Yandu?
About Yon?
About Yandu?
I do have a question.
Yes, go.
Was the song they played when Yondu killed a shit ton of people with his arrow? Was that the what song was that?
I don't know.
I don't remember either.
Was
I
that
remember the scene.
The fuck? What song?
The chain.
Ah, yeah.
What was it?
It was the chain.
Was that
wasn't
the
it?
chain?
No.
No, it was not the chain.
What was it then?
I can't remember it.
I can't remember
It's
it
been
either.
infinitely long ago. Hey, audience, if you remember,
Please
even
get
though
it.
you've seen
Please.
it forever ago, let us
Infinitely
know.
long ago.
Buddy's
It's like
looking it
10
up.
years in internet time.
Yeah, pretty much. Eons have passed.
I don't know. I don't think it was Chris Pratt's acting, though. It was Space Death is kind of weird. Anyway, I don't know.
They didn't even
It
do
was
that
the,
space stuff.
it
right?
was the way he was yelling.
It was Sylvester Stallone being there. That's what made it
Yeah,
awkward.
his 2 minutes at most.
I'm pretty sure. To me, at least, it was the yelling, and I don't necessarily think that was Chris Pratt's acting. I think he was instructed to do that, and I think it was
Probably.
the directing on the scene as well.
I actually, even though I didn't necessarily feel anything, when he was like grabbing, trying to take off the suit and stuff, I thought that was good.
yeah.
And
Yeah, that was
like
really
it was
good.
the yelling for me. Yeah, dude, no! like, that's what it sounded like. It's like, what are you doing? That's not how you react when people are dying.
For everyone who wonders why there's a giant pause right there, it's because I edited out Tony's horrible scream right into the mic.
Yeah, and that's what they should have done in the movie.
Can you hear stuff in space?
No.
No.
You shouldn't be able to.
Cool. So his yelling was worthless anyway.
Right.
Even better.
Well,
It was
Yondu
stuck
just
in his
was like-
suit.
Yanji was just looking into Chris Pratt's yelling face, like, "Oh God, this is an ugly
This is the
this
last
is an
thing
ugly
I
face
see."
to look at before I die."
It's a good thing it's not. Good thing he's not related to
This is
me.
an ugly face. Chris Pratt's beautiful.
No, Chris Pratt's beautiful, but nobody looks
Gorgeous.
beautiful when they're open
When they're
mouth
yelling,
screaming.
I hated Yondu's stupid fucking mohawk thing.
Really?
What the
I thought
thing?
his
Original
mohawk thing
Hawk?
looked
Have
awesome.
you seen what Yondu looks like? Like in
No,
real
I know-
life?
I know
or
that
well, in
the-
the comics?
In
Yeah.
real life, because he's
I know
real.
that his new one looked a lot more like his original
Look.
design,
Yeah.
right? I didn't like that it was like a mechanical thing. I mean, I don't know anything about Yondu, so I'm sure that's
It wasn't in
probably
the
a-
comic.
It's a legitimate mohawk in the comics. It's
Right.
See,
stupid
so
as
yeah,
shit.
so I thought it was fucking retarded that it's like, dude gets fucking hit in the robot mohawk, and now he's fucking like
Robot
unconscious
mohawk.
and shit.
Yeah.
Come a little
Like,
closer.
how did
by
he-
Jay and the American Standard?
Thank you.
How did he even feel
Oh,
that?
yeah, nice, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I get feeling like some pressure, but fuck, that
pretty
didn't
sure
do
just
anything
getting-
to him. Why is he unconscious on the fucking floor now?
My question
and
is,
now
how
he
was it
gets a
upgraded?
new special fucking giant mohawk thing that's just been sitting in his fucking
thought he was-
drawer for 10 years. Like,
I
what
thought
the
he was
hell?
unconscious because she shot him in the back of the head.
I feel like that would kind of do it.
Yeah, but it only hit his fucking little robot
Yeah, but the
thing.
shock of it like blowing
His
up
little robot
because it's still
thing.
connected to his head.
A blaster bolt probably doesn't feel too well.
I think it was okay that he got knocked out. I agreed with you that it was kind of stupid that he had powers, but only because he had a robot mohawk. Like, other than that, he's just a powerless piece of shit. He can't
Yeah.
do anything.
And then he had this other, like, fancier, better one that's been sitting in his
Yeah.
fucking drawer for 10 years. He's
It
like,
was a
yeah,
prototype.
fuck it, now that this one's broken, let's pull this badass one out.
That I was mad about that because I don't even care that it was a prototype. The new leader, Taserface, knew exactly where it was. He knew exactly what Groot was going for. They launched half the fucking crew out the airlock. He didn't just think, hey, Yondu's the
take
only one that
Yondu's
control this
fucking
thing.
little
Like,
head
I'm never
thing.
gonna try to control this. Yondu's the only one that can do it. Let's just
That's not
toss
true.
that out
Yondu's
too,
not the
just
only
in
one.
fucking case.
Anyone can.
Yeah.
Anyone can, but he's not gonna learn to do it, and Yondu's the only one that can actually make use of it on the ship at the time.
Right. And then later on in the movie, that one dude fucking wears it.
The
and
one guy that
is-
lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see how bad he was with that?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
so
he got
obviously
off the ground.
Taserface wasn't gonna try to learn it, otherwise he would have been wearing it.
Maybe
so he
Taserface
wasn't gonna
can't
use it.
whistle.
He
Get
wasn't gonna use it
tracks
at any point.
sometimes.
Is the problem? He should have just tossed it out. Like, who cares?
Right, yeah, I get that. You know why Michael Rooker didn't have it in the first movie was because it kept hitting doorways when he would go in it, and he's like, I fucking hate this thing, give me a smaller one. And so...
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That was the thing I saw.
that was the thing I saw. Totally true. 100%.
Reddit.
Yeah, I read it on the internet. People can't tell why
I mean,
say.
if that's fake and I found on the internet and it said it was... How would I fucking know?
You
Like,
research it, you just look it up somewhere else.
it was an article somewhere. You, want
You
me to
look at it
fucking
and you
find
hope
the
that your
source?
friends
I
don't actually go and
legitimately don't
double
care.
check what you looked up.
So, what was everybody's favorite scene in the movie?
Credits.
Nice.
No, not Iron Fist, the movie.
No, that's every movie.
I'm gonna stab both of you.
Uh,
it's gonna
I
look
would
so
say-
good on this paper.
I would say the entire scene where he like Ego's like explaining to Chris Pratt like his plans and everything. He goes, yeah, it's just a shame that I had to put that tumor in your mom. And it just instantly snapped him out of it. It was like, you did what? And then just
Sorry,
unloaded
what?
Hold
the
up a
guns.
second. Can you go back to that
It's
last
not-
thing?
it's not-
Go back to the part where you killed my mom.
I thought that was
Just-
really forced.
I didn't think so because like I just really like how he's like, oh my god, yeah. He goes, yeah, just sucked out to kill your mom over it. Huh?
See,
and then just both guns just unloaded.
So does that mean if he never brought up his mom at all, Chris
Yeah.
Pratt would have destroyed
Yeah.
the universe with
Yeah.
him?
That's why I didn't like that scene. He had zero reason to tell him
Yeah.
that he killed his mom.
it's just like
He's wanted to, yeah.
I like to think that maybe he thought like he was so connected to it, like I can tell you anything right now, and you're
But
good
why?
because he's dumb.
He let his ego get in the way.
Shut the
Yourself.
fuck up,
Remy,
you
what
know.
was your favorite scene?
You know, I was trying to think of that.
By that
I-
moment, Tay just
All right,
said
next,
where his
Brandon,
ego
what's
got
your
in the way.
favorite scene?
That's a tough call.
Mantis.
Jesus.
Every scene
Blake,
is
what's your
Mantis.
I
favorite
love
scene?
Mantis.
Holy fucking
Next.
shit.
Do you have one, Tony?
Yeah, my favorite was by far when they were yelling at Rocket
Yep, that was
at the very end when he tases Gamora because she's yelling from the time she starts yelling at him about Peter until like
Oh,
they
right.
go back down to the surface was super emotional
Oh,
and it
okay,
was a
yeah.
huge
Yeah, 'cause he was leaving.
yeah, it was a huge character arc for
Um,
Rocket because he like acted like he didn't care about anybody or anything like that, and then he tased Gamora because he did not want to lose. Like when he says, "I can't lose two friends today," I was in tears. I was so sad.
There's
And
a
then
puddle
when-
under the table.
then
It's
when,
amazing.
See,
when Drax was just screaming over the mic and Rocket can't answer him because he's too emotional, that was just heartbreaking for
Which
me, and I
one
loved
hit you
every
harder?
second of it. Which one?
Gamora yelling at him or Drax yelling at him?
Drax.
I was gonna say I think Drax
'Cause-
hit me a little harder. Just
Yeah,
'cause,
it was like because it was that way for all of them. They were all like, "Oh, we don't fucking care about each other," but then it was like they actually cared about each other, and it took them being in that dire situation to realize they can't be without each other, and they would do anything to save each other. And just having all of them realize that at the same moment and just screaming at each other about it was super emotional and incredibly well written, well directed. It was everything about it was just golden filmmaking to me.
What a powerful,
It made me
powerful
it
wet
made me
dream.
kind of forget that they're yelling at a CGI'd raccoon.
They're yelling at
Like-
B Coop in a green
like
suit.
B Coop is just he's just sitting in a little green suit, just his face like.
No, that was actually Sean Gunn.
Yeah, I was
doing
about
the
to say
voice
he,
of that too.
Oh.
yeah, the guy who had the mohawk at the end. He was,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, the one who wore the mohawk at the end. That guy, that Ravager, was actually the motion capture for Rocket Raccoon.
He
as
was
well.
the stand-in
Really?
for the first movie, and yeah, this one.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
And like the first movie, when he says, "Look at all of us standing in a circle, bunch of jackasses," that was improv by Sean Gunn
I think Sean
on
Gunn.
set, and then Bradley Cooper just.
B Coop, where you at?
I think Sean Gunn's probably my favorite character in that one. Into
Yeah, yeah.
it's just every shot was gold with him. You're like, oh, you're just so lovable and stupid. I
Well,
love
see,
it.
yeah, that was heartfelt too. Like when he's talking about Yondu, and he's just like, "They killed all my friends," and like
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like I felt bad for him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That poor man. I didn't know they were gonna kill all my friends.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
I got no one now.
Ah.
I'd
Oh,
say
no.
my favorite moment. Now that I thought about it, I'd say my favorite moment was when Mantis and Drax hung out.
That was
That was
Drax's entire story.
That was my absolute favorite fucking thing ever. Those two being together was like the funniest shit I've ever.
What are you doing? I'm picturing us together.
I'm picturing us together physically. It was
You're
great.
hideous.
You're beautiful on the inside.
I think the most memorable part for me, so I guess my favorite moment, is just Groot dancing in the beginning.
That was really good.
And the fighting happening behind him and all that, just as an action piece, it was very
That 1
different.
second where he turns to Gamora, he's just like, hey,
So
he's
it's
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hi.
hey Groot, hey.
You gotta get out of here. You're gonna get hurt. Also, hi.
I love the part where like Drax gets hit, so he hits the radio, and Groot just runs, starts beating on him like, "You motherfucker! My radio!
Why you do this?
That was my only thing I had during this fight."
I like the aerial combat stuff. Like once they when they steal the batteries and the entire fleet is chasing them down.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're taking them apart, but it's just they're single-handedly just slowly destroying the entire ship. It's like, yeah,
Why
that's
are
pretty
they
fun to
after
watch.
us? Because Rocket stole the batteries? Dude, I mean, I don't know why they're after us. It could be any reason.
Yeah,
Why'd you
Drax-
do it? Because I could.
Drax was fantastic.
I really enjoyed when Rocket was alone on the planet and the fucking fleet came.
And he
Oh,
like
yeah.
Batman
Yeah,
all
and
their
he was like
asses.
hiding in the trees and shit. And he had like all these different gadgets and traps that he had laid out. And then he fucking like lured them in with a fucking recording of himself in the ship and
Singing along to the song that was playing.
Yeah,
That was really good.
The music in this one was a lot less known than the first one. What do you think about that?
I thought the music was just as good.
I liked it better, honestly. I think it fit the movie a little
You know,
bit.
it's weird because I got the album before the movie came out, and I listened to it.
There's good fucking songs in there.
Yeah, a lot of songs I actually didn't know.
Mhm.
The song that they wrote for the movie was really weird, though.
Oh, I
That
bet
played
not,
in the credits.
with no explanation to any of it whatsoever.
They had a
Yeah.
song that they wrote specifically
Yeah,
for
it's in the
them.
credits.
Yeah, it's the credits. song.
You hate the credits.
It's David Hasselhoff. He's the one singing it.
Yes.
Also, love his like 5-second cameo bit.
God.
That was great.
Yeah.
For
It's-
Stanley.
I-
Like
now
literally just
David
5
Hasselhoff.
frames, really.
Remember when he was Nick Fury?
David
No,
Hasselhoff?
no.
Yeah, I remember.
Was that
I
the shitty
thought
Captain
that-
America '90s movie.
It was before that. It was a solo
Oh,
Nick
God.
Fury movie.
Yeah, it was legitimately like it wasn't as bad, but like
I never saw it.
honestly, the Nick Fury movie was a lot better than the original Captain America, the original Fantastic Four, the remake.
You mean the
of-
90s?
How to compare to
Fantastic Four?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
and then all of the Fantastic Fours. Anyway,
The
but
new Fantastic Four.
Anyway, the soundtrack. I didn't like the soundtrack as much. Really.
Same.
I didn't know a lot of the tracks on it, and I knew almost every single track and the words to all of the tracks on the first one.
Yeah, it's true.
And I don't think it's like a... Well, like, I didn't think that... I'm trying to think of the words.
The songs didn't go with the story.
Yeah,
as well.
the songs didn't go with the story as well, and like even for people who pride themselves on knowing not well-known music, probably didn't know most of those songs.
So hipsters.
Sure,
Yes.
I don't like saying that word.
If you're a hipster and didn't know any
Why?
of the
Because
songs,
you're a
comment down
hipster?
below.
Nah.
sure, I think it has a lot of. I think it has negative connotation,
it is a very negative.
That's why I don't
connotation.
like
It's-
saying
it's a
it.
bad person.
but
It's like
Yeah.
the N word for skinny white kids with glasses.
I wouldn't, because you.
I
can say
just-
it.
I think
I don't know if that's correct.
That's kind of a big comparison there.
probably almost no one knew
little bit of a
even
reach.
half the songs.
Honestly,
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
know any of the songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No
I
ELO.
feel like most people probably didn't
There
even
was a
know half
couple.
the songs,
You
and
got
if
the
they say
soundtrack
they
pulled
knew
up?
over half the songs, they're
I
probably
have the
lying to
soundtrack
you.
on my
I
phone.
literally just had the
Pull it up.
soundtrack pulled up on my phone trying to figure out
The
what
o-
song
I think the-
Tanner was talking
I think I
about.
only
He
knew
has it
2
on
songs, and one was just because I really enjoy Fleetwood Mac, and that's one of my favorite songs by
Well,
them.
yeah,
but,
That was like
Fleetwood
the very
Mac is
first
really
song,
good.
right?
Huh?
Wasn't that
The
like the
Chain?
very first
The
song?
Chain?
Yeah.
No, the first one is
Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Mr. Blue Sky.
Yellow.
Yeah, I know. Fox on the Run. Everybody loves that.
Yeah, Fox on the Run I knew, but they didn't play that in the movie. That was in the trailer. That wasn't in the movie at all, was it?
I think they used a snippet of it.
Because
but-
that was in the first trailer, but I don't actually remember
Right.
it being in the movie.
It's been too long now.
Because it like
yeah,
the
we're all
trailers.
old men
The
at this
trailers
point.
made
We've
me
all moved on.
really excited for the music because it was Fox on the Run and then The Chain, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna know all the songs again. This is gonna be great." And they were playing in the movie. I was like, they should have done better.
Surrender by Cheap Trick. That's a fucking.
That was a
yes,
good song.
Surrender.
I
That
don't
was
know
the other
that
song.
one.
I was trying to think of the other song that I actually knew all the way through when it was playing.
That was
that
was-
Billy
I
Talent.
like- that was-
That's a different
But
song.
yeah, it's still a good song.
Can you like not?
They sing
Why
it.
did you start out with that?
They sing it in Daddy Daycare. It's one of the main scenes in the movie. Yeah.
Called Surrender.
Happy Hogan
It was on the.
sings. Not happy.
it's
Yeah,
the-
happy. No.
It's like the
Foggy.
first song on the original
Fuck.
Guitar Hero.
What the fuck? Are you having a stroke?
Yes.
Do we need to call
Happy Hogan, Foggy. you're
Nelson.
just saying words. What are you?
John Favreau
There you go.
Yeah, you're
is
still
happy
saying words.
from Iron Man.
Who?
And not Foggy from Daredevil.
He was Foggy in the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Oh shit! Yeah, he was, wasn't
Yes. That's why I fucking said happy, Foggy, happy.
he?
I think that's because you got a
Where'd
stroke.
where'd the Hogan come from?
Happy Hogan is.
Happy Hogan.
It's his last name. That's
after he eats McDonald's.
no. Happy Hogan's the character's name, I believe.
That's the name of Raimi's favorite Jewish sandwich shop, Happy Hogan's.
They're actually not happy at all.
No Jewish people are happy.
Well, they're Jewish, so yeah. Anyway,
I'm
but
looking
yeah,
at
I
it.
mean, like,
yeah,
I,
Happy Hogan is the character's name.
That's his name?
Yeah.
That is a dumb name.
That is a dumb name.
you sir have a dumb name.
Why would your parents name you that under any circumstances?
I don't know. why'd your
Happy's just a
parents-
bad name anyways, but paired with an H last name is real bad.
Real.
The alliteration kills it.
If any of you guys ever name your kids Happy, we're no longer friends.
Oh, I want
Is
to
that all
now.
I have to
That
do?
sounds like a deal.
Wait, we're friends?
Not you and me. We were never friends.
Okay, that's
I barely
fair.
tolerate you.
That's
Please, your existence is piss.
Well, that's true, but I don't think that changes what I said. Yeah. If you name your kid Happy, you're dead to me.
So-
like if you're a flat earther.
You guys want to move
I'm
on
not
to
going
favorite
back to
character?
No,
Oh, that's tough.
Brandon doesn't need to.
Say what?
Yeah,
Favorite character?
Ooh, good question.
See, this is a tough one just because I loved all of the characters.
Oh, really?
Except Gamora.
All of them?
You don't love one more?
No, I have. Don't get me wrong. I want to fuck Mantis like there's no tomorrow.
That's
Like,
just weird, man.
And you feel your emotions while you're in her.
like,
Oh God!
It's like, ugh.
like, oh, I would do everything to
well,
you.
that's kind of good as long as you're having a good time.
Wait.
Shit.
Shit.
And I'll even let
She
you
feels
eat.
your emotions when you're inside of her. That's just
Hell
gonna
yeah.
make it even
Oh,
harder
God.
for me to perform.
She's gonna be like super
Yeah,
depressed.
she's gonna- like, I'm already not gonna get her there, but she's also gonna be even more depressed afterwards. Like, this is just everything wrong with a woman for me.
Well, you know, you're gay, so
No, I'm just lonely.
same thing, really.
We need a male version of
That's the
Mantis.
same thing, right?
I usually
Cool.
already depress girls when I sleep with them, but now they'll just feel my depression too, and it'll just make it worse.
Double.
You mean they didn't before?
Double down.
They're already depressed because you're having sex with them.
That's what I was-
Clearly, they didn't
No,
have
that's-
much, like,
that's
much
what I
else to
was
go
saying.
to.
That was the joke. I'm glad you understood his joke.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
job,
for
Brandon.
understanding and repeating it.
You're welcome,
Obviously,
Fred.
that's the real meaning of double down.
Yeah, it's not just a food at KFC.
So does anyone have an actual answer for favorite character?
I like
already told
Rocket. Rocket, I think, was my favorite character in this one.
Nice.
I would also agree that Rocket was my favorite character. He had a really good arc.
He was a lot angrier.
I was actually totally about to say Rocket's character arc was really good.
Yeah, it was magnificent.
Yeah.
Some would say magnanimous.
And
Very generous.
Star-Lord was everybody's favorite in the first one, clearly.
Well, I mean, the first one was better for Star-Lord just because it had, you know, it had its moments where he was that funny guy that had the development and all that crap. But, I mean, in this one, they tried to overdevelop him. And then they just gave it to where, like, Ego being his dad. I wasn't a big fan of that just because, I mean, not that I really care about the original thing.
Jason
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about that.
of Spartax.
But it was just fucking, like, the whole thing felt forced, you know? It was, like, why would he give a shit whether he met his dad or whatever at that point in time? It just
Well,
didn't
he
feel
didn't.
real.
Like he
And then
really
Gamora
didn't.
talked him into it.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't give a shit at all, and then all of a sudden he's like, you know, now that you think about it, I do give a shit.
Now
I
that you
give
spent
two of
2
them."
minutes in the woods talking to me about my dad, you're right. I do miss him, and I want to play catch with some light balls.
Yeah, that was fucking
Daddy
hilarious.
didn't love me.
You know, I think Star-Lord just getting infinite power is kind of weird.
Right. That was frustrating for me.
Because he's supposed to be like the kind of below average person that just happens to be a hero.
And, like, how easily it was for him to make that ball. How did he not
I mean-
accidentally do that at some point in life?
No, he had to be on the planet, I believe.
Ego could do shit
Yeah,
off the
Ego could
planet.
do it off the planet.
But Ego was already this.
he
Like,
had
he was born
eons
into
of
it.
yeah, he had eons of training on that one.
Chris
Peter's
Pratt did a
half
lot
human.
with 1 week of not actually training. He made the ball to play catch with his dad once, and then was
And then
like
he
summoning
made
rocks
Pac-Man.
around him to fight like a being that had eons to practice, and he
Pac-Man.
won the fight.
Pac-Man.
Like,
Makes
how did
weird shit.
That part was great. When he's sitting there like, oh, I'm going to make some weird shit. I'm just sitting there like, Chris Pratt's my spirit animal. Clearly, it was meant to be this guy.
like it bugged me that he was able to beat Egon so easily.
From
Ego.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, Egon.
Egon.
He beat
Don't
Ego
cross the streams, Egon.
so easily. He didn't train with him or anything. He just
Right.
made the ball one time, and then he was like, "Well, I'm amazing at this now, so
Well,
I can
then-
fight a god."
Ego showed him eternity, and that might have unlocked something, and all sorts of stuff happened.
No, that's not how
Well,
that works.
Eternity is a character in Marvel. But the problem I had with this movie that I loved more in the first one was, I guess, the improv. Where Chris Pratt, it felt like all of his improv scenes in this movie were written. Like
Mhm.
they weren't improvised.
Yeah.
In the first movie, him dropping the orb and picking it up was awesome because it was just like a real moment.
Right.
And then the dance off was amazing.
That's true.
Like all sorts of little things. And in this, it had that I'm going to make some weird shit. And that's probably the best improv part of the movie. He never really did anything beyond that that was hilarious and spontaneous.
Yeah, all the comedy felt really overwritten.
Yes.
I mean, there were some good
My
points.
nipples.
I forgot about that entirely.
Why did his nipples hurt?
He just said he had sensitive nipples.
He said he had sensitive nipples, he would like the suit, and then he put the thing on. It's just. I want to rewatch that movie now.
The fucking toe. That was easily my favorite funny part of the movie.
The toe.
When
When Groot's trying to get the fin for him and he comes back with a toe.
Yeah.
And Rock is like, please tell me you just have a drawer of random toes on this ship. He's like, we don't. And Rocket's like, let's never speak about this again.
Well, I think that's a good example too, because that joke lasted a long time too.
Didn't he also
of-
do the eye joke again? too?
Yes, yeah,
Where
he
he-
brought them the eye.
He's like,
finally.
wait,
Yeah.
leave the eye. Why? Because when he gets up and he can't see, it's gonna be.
I
hilarious.
liked that they brought that joke back. And Rocket's still the only one that finds it funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
Nobody else is laughing and Rocket's just losing his shit. I thought that was awesome.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that joke kind of went on a little too long.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it did. It was a full 5 minutes of him bringing back, oh, what silly objects are going to be this time?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot of the humor of this movie was just kind of forced, elongated stuff.
Yeah.
Like Blake was saying, his favorite scene was the forest thing where Rocket's kicking everybody's ass. But then they did like the scene in that where everyone's flying up
Oh,
over the
yeah.
treetops. And it's like, you didn't need that.
It's like a Dr. Seuss movie.
When you did like 5 bursts going up in just one spot, you're like.
Yeah, I was okay with it the first few times. I thought it was funny that they
Right,
zoomed
right,
out, showed
right.
it, and then it just kept going, and you're like, oh, how long is this going to keep going?
The rest of the movie, it just ends. Guardians will return.
I don't know. I'd still watch it.
Of course.
At the end of Guardians Galaxy 2, it just cuts back and he's put sticks there to keep tapping them.
Why are you making a full-size Groot?
What?
Why are you making a full-size Groot?
Oh,
Where's Baby Groot?
Baby Groot.
Where's little Baby Groot?
Why haven't you talked
He's-
about? Why have you not looked over?
It's
at
baby.
him
It's
this entire
baby
time?
Groot standing really close to the camera.
That's right.
Yeah,
cool, it's
he's
fine.
just really close, man.
It's when he's a teenager in the post-credit scene.
Yeah, he's see.
That was
There's
really
a zoom
funny.
over. Yeah, that was fucking great.
That was pretty good. All his
I'm
teenage
Groot.
names.
Well, then that goes back to Chris Pratt improvising, where that felt like more Chris Pratty, where he's just
Yeah.
like, "What the hell, Groot? Like you have shit all over the place. Clean this up."
Your vines are everywhere.
I'm Groot.
Groot.
Oh, is that an attitude?
Vin Diesel's greatest role.
And we can only say 4 words, or no, 5 words.
Yeah, 5 full 5 words.
My question
counting
is,
the Wii.
Yep.
So,
and R.
we talked about this once before, but does Groot's race of people have written language? Because, like, their whole thing is that they say, I am Groot, and they just inflect it differently, and that's how that's how they communicate. So, do they just have symbols that variously show the inflections over I am Groot, or do
I
they
guess
just not write things?
Theoretically, you could have that. Yeah.
I mean,
wonder-
you gotta run out of shit
I
eventually,
want
right?
somebody to do something where it's like the world from Groot's perspective, where he hears everyone talking. He's like, and all he is, I am Groot. I am Groot. And he's like responding in normal speech, like, yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying there, Chris, but I really don't know what you're trying to. Your end product is, I am Groot. He's like, no, I get it, man. You just.
They kind of did that in a comic once, where it was like, they showed all these like what if scenarios with Groot where he was like Thor or something, and he was speaking normally, and everybody else was saying I am Groot. It was pretty great.
So, if I had to pick a favorite character,
Now
We're
we're back
so
to
bad
that.
at getting off topic.
Baby Groot.
I did love Baby Groot, but I mean,
Don't say baby.
it
Groot,
still has
you
to be
basic
Star Lord for
bitch.
me.
Star-Lord.
Yeah, like
Right on.
What the fuck would you call him?
No, I was saying to Raimi, like if you say your
Ah.
favorite character is actually Baby Groot, I'm gonna call you basic.
my
I
favorite
really-
character was Howard the Duck.
I figured Raimi was gonna say Taserface.
Yeah, Taserface.
Taser.
That joke again
That
went
was-
a little too long.
It was so
No,
good
that
joke.
one
You don't think you
lasted
get
just
it?
long enough.
No.
How'd you get up one morning and just look in the mirror and go, you know, it'd be a horrifying name that would strike the fear in everyone? Taserface.
I forget what the last joke of that was, but I think it did bring it back. But I think before that, it was going very downward.
That's what I was thinking too. I just like that Rocket just kept going. They're
Yeah.
threatening to kill him, and he's like, "Fuck it, do it, man, do it. I'm gonna keep talking shit to you because your name is dumb.
You just
Your
love
fucking name is Happy."
Yeah, I was gonna say you just relate to making fun of names. Name bitch. Okay, so moving on to the villains.
Did you call me name bitch?
You're a name bitch.
The main
Why does that hurt you? Why did that one hurt you?
No, I just thought it was silly. It
Okay.
didn't hurt me. I was like, I'm trying to
confused.
process in my mind you calling me a name bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. You went full on like face in your hands, like, oh, this
Tony,
is
this-
touching my soul.
That
there are
wasn't.
tears in your face.
Oh, it hurt me, but just not like emotionally. It hurt me on a mental level. Like Remy called me a name bitch. Why would he say that out loud? What is he thinking?
What
What's
does
going
that even
on?
mean?
All right, so villain time.
Who's your favorite villain?
The Sovereign.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Sovereign
weird
was
chick.
good.
Aisha.
Was anybody else really like disgruntled by the fact that she was in that chair and then she stands up and her headpiece stayed on the chair?
Yeah,
That really,
was-
like, I
that's
watched
kinda
that and I
weird.
was like, that's fucking weird.
I liked that though. I thought that
I
was
mean,
cool.
it was a nice little thing, but it was just like it made me immediately dislike
But
her,
then
which
that-
was kind of the point, I guess. But
That adds to my Chris Pratt improv thing that I like is the whole him wanting to have sex with her. And
I
he was-
loved that part.
That was so good.
That's what I was gonna say. I liked her at the beginning because of that like little flirty exchange,
Yeah.
and I thought she was gonna be cool, and then she was
Nope.
not cool.
Right. Well, they stole batteries.
Total bit.
Yeah, they totally
The
stole
thing they were
from
there to
them.
protect.
Right, exactly. And so they were pissed off and sent their arcade-style
Yeah,
legion
but
to come kill them.
Even before the batteries thing, they were kind of shitty.
Oh, well, they were dicks
They were
anyway.
douchebags.
They're
Yeah,
shitty
that was
human
their
beings
thing.
to begin with.
Yeah.
Not human beings, but
Because they're all
Perfect.
superficial,
Perfect,
perfect
yeah.
beings.
I think my favorite moment of that was when they like the entire squadron, but the one guy
They're
were all
piling
dead,
around him.
and they were like, "Yeah, you can do it." And he's like, he felt like, "Wow, you fucking suck,"
Yeah,
and everyone just makes fun of him in that exact moment.
Yeah, I
Right?
can fucking-
entirely Tony.
I
Those
can
are
relate
all
to that
dead
guy.
people right now. Like all of their ships were already destroyed, and they're like, "Okay, maybe he'll do it though, guys." Oh, this is dude, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I can
You're
relate.
worse than us. How,
Yeah.
how did you last this long?
Wow, Greg,
Yeah.
last guy alive,
that
and you
guy.
ruined it.
I think that guy deserves a hug. Probably.
Nah, he's a big
Tony,
old
don't
loser.
even lie.
Fuck
You
him.
wouldn't even hug him.
I'm gonna call him a name bitch.
What's
Probably.
Gamora's
Call him
sister's
a
name?
name bitch.
Nebula.
Nebula.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
give him
Can
a
we
hug
call
if we're
Nebula?
gonna
Well, she's not a
do
villain
this.
anymore.
I'd say, yeah.
Right,
Can you
yeah,
call
but
her
I was
villain?
gonna bring that up as that.
Closest to the mic. And...
Tony, can you stop?
I was gonna bring up her weird ass arc where it was like, no, I just wanted to be loved the whole time. I'm not actually a bad person.
Yeah, that was out
No,
of
you're
nowhere.
still a bad person. You've still killed
Well-
mass amounts of people.
No, that's the thing. That is realistic to me about being high up in the ranks of Thanos.
Mhm.
Where you would kind of be like, I don't want to work for Thanos, but I also don't want Thanos to kill me.
No, I'm not saying that.
One kinda
I'm not
outweighs the
saying that
other.
I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that, like, you know, you still can't be like, oh, I'm a good person. It's like, no, you're still a horrible person.
Well,
You're
she was
just
following
less-
orders.
Yeah, you're just less horrible than him.
No, like all the Nazis are good people.
I just
They're
mean-
just following orders.
I just mean
We have it quoted by
specifically-
Tony.
I just mean specifically the fact that she's like talking about her and Gamora were always competing as children, and Gamora always had to
love
win.
that.
How she
And
tried
then
to shove
she's
Gamora
like-
under the mean person bus. Like,
Yeah,
Gamora
and
just
she's-
kicked my ass every time.
Yeah, so it's like, actually, Gamora, you're the bitch. I was just trying to have fun and have a good time, and you're like, no, I gotta win, and every time you won, I lost a piece of my fucking
I
body.
loved that so much.
That was pretty interesting.
See,
That's why she was a cyborg.
I liked that specific part. It would have been better if it hadn't been preceded by all like just
driving
shitty
a ship
characters.
into her.
Yeah,
and-
she's like, I'm gonna murder you, and then Gamora saves her, and she's like,
I
we're
just
best
wanted a
friends,
hug."
and I just wanted you to love me.
yeah.
Oh, well, you just tried to crash your ship into me, so like maybe instead of that, or like the fighting in the first
Maybe we
movie,
could have had a
yeah,
nice
we could
little
have just
chat about
had
it.
a talk about it. Even when we were working for Thanos, we could have just talked about it maybe just once. It's like,
Your Gamora impression started off really good, but then you lost it when you went back to your normal voice.
yeah,
It's true, and we really hate your normal voice.
me too, and so does everybody else. I should go back to talking real quiet.
No, because that'll fuck up the audio.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know.
the villains.
Ego.
Ego was a good villain.
Yeah,
You
I
thought
hated
something?
he did all right.
Really?
That's the point.
Well,
Yeah, nice.
not in the sense that he was such a
In which
good
case,
villain.
he was on par.
I just didn't think he was a good villain. I hated the whole living planet idea.
Kind of what he
How
do,
he's
though.
a fucking god
Yeah.
with
I mean, like as a character
infinite
though,
power
I really
and
liked
shit.
him.
You know, I heard a cool theory that he's a celestial, right? And
Did
so
you read an
he-
article about it online?
Yes, it's just a theory. This isn't a real thing. But they were saying like he just was spawned as a brain, right? Well, they were saying that that's kind of what maybe Dormammu was in an alternate reality that he took over, because Dormammu has the same like look as Ego did, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Right.
Yeah, totally CGI.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
Big and CGI.
Just a big old face CGI'd against a planet
I don't know.
I
I didn't think they looked
With a
that
brain.
similar.
I
with
liked
a brain.
I liked Ego's character though.
I just like that he was a dick.
you
Well,
don't relate to your dad
not-
very well or something.
not that he was a dick,
Yeah,
but
my
like
dad kills
that
a bunch
he-
of kids.
that
Yeah.
he was a dick, but didn't see himself as a dick. Like I thought
Right.
that made
He was
for a
handsome
really.
Jack.
I thought that made for a really good villain because he, in his mind, what he was doing was the right thing.
It's
Like, he wasn't-
unification.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to destroy the universe. He was in his mind trying to save it.
Right. That's what.
in his own way.
Yeah.
Well, no, because not all villains
like
are like
Hitler.
that. Some people just want to see the world burn.
Well, that's kind of what Dormammu did too. He just wanted to take over because then you'd all
Yeah,
be
but-
one.
in a worse way.
Just like Hitler.
Just like Hitler. Hitler wanted to become the world. Big
You know
brain
what?
in the center.
Hitler was a really good villain.
Yeah,
Can we dissect him for a second?
Quintessential.
I love Captain America.
And then, but he was also a good villain because he made people like him. Like
Well-
Hitler never made people like him. I mean, I liked him, but
I mean, the Germans would disagree with you.
I can't edit this out, Tony. You know the stuff that you say is going in.
yeah, no, that you can keep that in.
Okay, you're fine with
No,
that.
I'm cool with Hitler.
You can
I
quote
just
me
don't
on
like
that.
it when you make fun of me coughing.
I just don't like when I say masturbatory things and you keep that in.
No, I'm okay with that too.
Oh, okay.
Someone's got to do it, right?
I think if I lean into the skid, he'll stop doing it.
I mean,
it's steer into the skid, but I don't know.
Did you say slide into the
You
skid?
said
It said lean.
Lean.
Lean?
It doesn't matter. You're the guy who didn't
think if
know
you
the
leaned
term
into
dressed
the
to the
skid, you would
nines
be
or
in much
sleeping
pain.
on.
Anyway, no, he made people like him. He got people to help him out, despite the fact he was murdering children, and he convinced Gamora to convince Star-Lord to go with him.
Right. Well, along that, Yondu was ostracized from the Ravagers for taking kids to him.
Yeah,
Because that
And
was one of their
so-
only rules.
He convinced people, but the people he convinced were then outcast. So,
that's what I meant. He's a shithead. He's a
Oh,
dick,
okay,
and he gets
okay.
like he ruins people's lives. But he gets them to like him in order to do that.
Well, it's funny. He's the one character that could do that because he lives forever up until he didn't. And so.
Isn't that everyone ever?
Yeah. Yeah, technically.
And so.
He lives forever up until he dies. That's what I want written on my tombstone. Live forever up
Please.
until that death part.
Gotcha.
I'm a god, I'll never die. But,
that's what he thought.
it's along with that though, where he lived for thousands of years. So for him, Yondu was just like a second. He's just like, who the fuck's
What is this
like?
Yondu?
Bring me a child to kill.
Yeah, and the fact that he was still able to be charismatic while doing it.
True,
Yondu's just
true.
a second. He could just be like, bring me children, you fucking piece of shit peasant. You're
He-
nothing to me. But instead, he was all charismatic and convinced Yondu to do it.
He
Well,
had to
you
be
know, that and
charismatic.
having money did it.
Did he have money?
Yeah, that's Yondu doesn't do shit
Oh,
unless he
Yondu.
doesn't get
He
paid.
got money.
Like he was given money for it.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
he
he's
was.
charismatic. Yes, he was a likable villain, but I mean,
Because even
he
Yondu
was still
said it,
paying that guy.
At the end of the first one, he was like, "Why didn't you ever deliver him to death?" Oh, because that dude was a piece of shit.
Yeah, that guy's a
He's got-
jackass.
He got Chris Pratt's mom to fuck him, and that's not nothing.
Chris Pratt's mom was a good
In the
cancer victim.
70s.
We all know.
right out back behind a DQ in the woods.
A good 10 years before she got cancer.
I like how that Dairy Queen was still there.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
that chick doesn't really get cancer because she looked bad.
That day he planted 2 seeds.
Oh.
Cancer makes you bad, folks.
It makes you look like an alien.
Not a bad.
So I guess she fit into the Guardians of the Galaxy pretty well.
We're being mean to cancer, not people with cancer.
No, I think it's.
I'm pretty sure he's being mean to people with cancer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Don't
the
get
case.
cancer.
We all
Blake
don't-
is not gonna fuck you because you are ugly to him.
We all don't condone on Blake's thoughts.
I do.
Married. I don't want to fuck anybody.
I
else.
condone
I don't want
Blake's
to fuck
thoughts.
What if-
cancer.
But mostly because they have cancer.
But yeah, if you have cancer, I totally won't want to.
He's even less likely to cheat on his wife.
If your
with
star
cancer.
sign is even cancer, get away.
My
I
wife's star sign is cancer.
Oh, shit.
Literally about to. What's Pam's?
Blake
Leave her.
thinks twice before he masturbates. He's like, I'm cancer. I don't know if I can touch my own dick.
I'm a cancer. I hate myself.
Oh, me too.
Are you cancer?
No,
Sure.
I just
Oh.
think of myself as cancer
As-
and hate myself.
You're the
Yeah.
human form of cancer.
Yeah.
He caught the giant crabs.
That's
I look
right.
myself in the mirror. I'm like, you're a cancer on society.
I mean, you are, but
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm in on the joke.
Cool.
I'm in on Joe.
Oh,
I'm
also,
in on the facts.
I
Okay,
wanted
there
to
we
go story wise. Like the first movie had a very generic act structure, story, whatever. This one, it felt random at times
Mm-hmm.
to me. Like things would just happen
Felt
immediately.
disjointed at times.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd spend 20 minutes with characters and then 5 minutes with another one and then back like another 5 minutes and then 20 minutes and it just felt like
Right.
there was just
Sylvester
spent-
Stallone popped up somewhere, and
Also,
you're
I think
whoa.
it was like-
I audibly
4 different
out loud
stories.
in the theater when Sylvester Stallone popped up. I was like, Sylvester Stallone is in this? Like out loud in the theater. I was
Yeah.
so surprised.
What about when David Hasselhoff showed up?
I was expecting that.
Oh, okay.
What about when the voice of Miley Cyrus appeared?
What?
No one
Yeah.
even noticed. I mean, it
Miley
was
Cyrus
she was
was
the robot head.
Was the robot head?
in the after credit scene when all the original Guardians were getting together,
Okay.
minus Yondu. 'cause
Because he's dead.
Yeah.
What? Y'all do died?
Yeah, that was the very
Yondu,
first thing we
no!
said, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you sound just like Brandon.
What's up?
But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
just the
So the lead singer of Mindless Self-Indulgence was in the movie too.
Was he?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jimmy Aaron's in the movie. He's one of the Ravagers.
Oh.
You know the not Taserface Ravager, the only
That
other.
narrows it down.
Well, there's Taserface, and I can't remember Yondu's lackey's name. The guy that also plays Rocket.
Sean
Raccoon.
Gunn.
Yeah,
Sean, yeah. There's Taserface,
Kraglin.
Kraglin, Taserface, Yondu, and then there was that like one other Ravager that spoke a few times. And that was him.
Got it.
Got it.
I don't know his name. He didn't say his name. He only had a few lines, but he was the 4th highest screen time Ravager in the movie.
Okay.
You know that for a fact?
Yes, because he's
Okay,
the only
okay.
other Ravager that spoke.
Well,
Because that's how
technically-
I knew he was in the movie, and I had my eye out for him.
Oh, okay.
And then he was the only Ravager that spoke, and I was like, there he is. He's right there.
There he is. He's
I'm
right
watching
there.
him. He's on the big screen right now.
I really like
He's
that
moving
band,
up in the
okay? I
world.
was excited for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Fuck you guys. Fuck me for getting excited about something.
I was
How dare
excited
you.
all about Guardians.
How fucking
of the
dare you
Galaxy.
get excited about anything ever in life?
I would have been happy if they cut out the Earth stuff also. They went to Earth for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, the beginning's fine. Like, you can stay on Earth
They
because
gotta-
that's what they had in the first movie.
They
Oh, you
gotta
mean
get
when
that-
the seed was going off?
They gotta get that
Yeah.
Dairy Queen money.
When the yeah, that's right. They had the Dairy Queen money from the first 20 seconds of the movie.
No. Dairy Queen told them they had to have more.
Oh, Dairy
Needed
Queen. Why'd you
50
do
seconds.
this? You have Baskin Robbins. Like, they're just going for all the ice cream places.
Wasn't there a cameo in that?
What, for Dairy Queen?
a
No.
cameo?
A cameo on one of the Earth
Oh,
seeds
one of-
after the
one of
flower
the,
came out.
They
when
cut
were
it out. It was.
I can't remember what it was. I just remember.
It was like
hearing
his
somebody-
grandfather, right?
Well,
Showing
no,
up
he was
again.
there. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Sure.
The flower exploded, and then
And
the
they
guy in the
when
car
they
was the
yeah
grandfather.
when they're all in the street looking at it.
Yeah, he was half nut with the weird like long hair.
Oh.
dog thing,
Yes, that's
shaped
what I'm
size.
trying. That's what I said.
half nut.
Well, I didn't say he had the weird
Honestly,
long
you
hair.
did
but-
not say his name was Half Nut. You're just like, I don't know his name. And
This
then
was
you-
at Half
You
Nut.
didn't give us any explanation of what he looked like. You're just like, he's the other Ravager that
Well,
talked.
What else did you want me to say? Oh, he was the Ravager with the long hair. Half of them had long hair. The other
There
half
was
were
no-
bald. It was long hair or bald. There's no. They didn't have any other size clippers on the
Shotgun.
Ravager shit.
Sean Gunn did.
They needed to have the clippers that the kids had in Logan.
Oh god.
to cut
That's
everyone's
where they
hair.
all went.
Yeah, they gave them all to Logan.
We found these some little kids found these and kept them.
Some aliens gave them to us. It was pretty cool.
We took them from some
Cancer
kids.
victims, whatever.
Cancer victims and aliens.
Oh god, there was a cancer
He's
victim.
the one that
in-
said it. I was just bringing the joke
in
back.
the Wolverine.
Still makes a shitty joke.
Call back.
Call back to that. No,
Call
never
back to
mind. Cut that out.
Hitler. So,
Feels weird when you say it.
Hitler? Yeah, because it hurts me.
A little bit every time.
You
It hurts me.
hear it in my
It
voice.
makes me hard.
Oh
Whoa,
god,
ew.
no.
You know, even
You getting hurt by it makes me
even
hurt harder.
neo-Nazis don't get hard by the word Hitler.
I mean, I'm
They
sure there are a
should.
couple.
That's why
Maybe
they're
a few.
pussies.
That's why they're pussies.
I can agree with that.
Oh, you know, they're pussies anyway. But nevertheless,
Nazis are pussies?
Yes.
Edward, Edward
Call
Norton.
Norton.
Edward
Yeah, but
James
the end-
Olmos
Norton is not a pussy.
Yeah, but by the end of that,
He was
not a
Bruce
Nazi.
Banner.
He's a non-Nazi.
was Bruce Banner.
Nazi.
That's right.
He's a Nazi.
Nathan
It's
Fillion
Nazi.
had a cameo that was cut.
Really thought you were gonna say
Another
Nathan
one?
Fillion
Wait,
was
how?
a
Yeah.
Nazi.
What was he supposed to be?
He was supposed to be on Earth when the thing explodes. They were supposed to pan over to like a movie theater, and he's on movie posters
Oh.
because
He's Wonder Man.
No.
And there's supposed to be a poster of him playing Tony Stark in like a biopic, like Steve Jobs kind of movie.
That's fucking
what?
hilarious.
Wonder Man.
What is Wonder Man?
Wonder
Just something
Man
they
is
made up.
no.
No, it's a character
He's
No, I
like
gathered
Happy
that.
Hogan.
he's a guy who basically functions very similarly to Superman, but via ionic energy rather than sunlight. He
I've never heard of this character.
He's not very popular.
Oh,
You
no,
also
he's
never
not
heard of
popular at
Jessica
all.
Quick.
Jesse Quick.
Jesse
Yeah.
Quick.
Jesse Quick's not real.
Jesse Quick is 100% real.
No.
She's a retarded girl that the Flash runs around to make her feel wanted.
What?
Also true.
I'd actually be okay if that was a character.
If
That sounds
that was the
amazing.
situation, and Flash uses her arms to beat up people.
That sounds. He's just breaking her arms. Just throwing a little retarded girl's arms into villains. They're just breaking on impact because he's throwing them with such speed.
She can't feel her bones anymore. She's like,
Here's lots. It's. I am audience.
So we're
that's so
stuck
bad
on
for you.
DC now. So we're gonna roll it back. DC will be later.
Much
not
later.
not this podcast. Another one.
Probably never.
Probably never.
Probably be forever away.
Like a month away.
Five
Next
ever
time,
for
what's
get
the
ready.
next big movie that comes out? Big superhero
Justice
movie?
League.
Is it Justice League?
No, it's not.
Ragnarok?
Spider-Man.
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Come on now.
That's
Fuck.
right. Spider-Man 6.
I'm not excited to do the podcast on that one. I feel like it's
I'm
gonna
not-
suck, boys.
Yeah, probably because I'm not gonna
Did you guys
see it.
see that Flash Thompson is supposed to be a nerd?
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
So he can nerd bully Peter. He's smarter than
Okay,
Peter.
let's
so he
just
can...
let's not do
Anyway.
this. We're not getting on Spider-Man Homecoming. in
Okay,
this
okay.
podcast.
So the after credit scenes.
Many after credit
Wait,
scenes.
Well, they
Yeah,
were.
Which was good.
small.
That
There
wasn't
was-
a bad thing.
There-
He
I'm
even-
trying to remember all of
They
them at
didn't
this
show,
point.
like,
There
anything.
He went on.
There was
Right.
Kraglin using
Kraglin.
the arrow.
There was
Kraglin using the
Adam
arrow, yeah.
Warlock.
right. Then there was the whole.
Can we
Blaster
talk about
thing.
how you and I both thought they said, or it was you,
Atom,
right?
yeah,
they,
ATOM.
yeah, I also thought they said ATOM, and I had no idea who it was until I got home, and my sister was like, "Who's Adam?"
Mine was a
It's
little.
like, oh, Adam Warlock. He's Adam Warlock.
Mine was a little sooner than that because Pam looked over at me and she's like, "What's that?" And I said, "I don't know."
You guys didn't know?
Well, no.
No,
then-
I know who Adam Warlock is. I just thought I thought she said ATOM.
Yeah, I
Atom.
just
Well,
didn't
even
hear
if
it
she
right.
did, I mean, Atom, like,
Okay.
if you don't think Adam Warlock as soon as you hear
You're right.
No!
Every time, whenever.
Marvel, you're-
Yeah,
Well,
like,
in-
no,
in Marvel, if
he's
you-
right. I used to I took chemistry in high school and college, and every time I went, I just had the urge to text all my friends named Adam. I was like, oh shit, word associations easily.
I mean, like, whenever I think the MCU, they've been talking about putting Adam
Fucking
Warlock
shake
in there
my
for
head at you,
ages,
piece of
and
shit.
then, as soon as I heard Atom in the way, she idiotically said that,
Yeah.
it still registered with me.
Yeah, but that's
immediately.
not his backstory, so that
Well,
also
yeah,
didn't
but-
register with me. So I just thought she was.
His cocoon is in the collector's collection.
Yeah, that was my only thing.
A
Was like
cocoon
when they
is
made that
in
call, I just
collection.
thought back to the Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Maybe they
and
took the
credit
cocoon
of
and
what
just
the-
put it in that big.
No, James
dome.
Gunn said it was a mistake.
Oh, the cocoon.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Our
did
bad.
this. Our bad though. Just forget about it.
Pretend
Well-
you didn't see it.
Well, then that's where it goes back to what Brandon was saying, where it's just Cocoon now, so it's like
Cocoon.
he had a thing.
Can you say that again?
Cocoon.
So, but yeah, that's why it didn't
Kakariko
click in my
Village.
head. She said it really weird. It sounded like Atom, and then it was just some random cocoon in a random place that had nothing to do with Adam Warlock ever in the comics.
Right.
I was like, okay, well, that's not Adam Warlock until
Adam
somebody
Warlock
said
has a
Adam.
cocoon in the comics.
Well, he has a cocoon, but not there,
And is it?
and not with those beings.
No, he's Aisha's sister in the comics.
Sister?
He's Aisha's
Sister.
sister.
He's Aisha's sister. Switch that. Still right though.
Still right, though.
He's the perfect man, which basically makes him
Are
a
you
woman.
okay?
That is
Okay.
pretty perfect. You're
That's
having
a-
a lot
I-
of strokes tonight.
I'm trying to think what you just said through. I'm pretty sure it makes you gay. He's
the
the
perfect man.
makes him a woman. So
yeah.
does
that's
that
what I
mean
said.
when you say you want a woman, you're really looking for the perfect man?
Yeah. If I
Okay.
can find the perfect man, I'd be happy.
Okay.
So then Stanley's a watcher.
Yeah, they finally
Confirmed,
confirmed
finally.
that.
Or
That
he's
was
an
a-
informant.
Yeah, he's a watcher informant as listed.
Watch-
in the IMDb.
He's not. He's just a guy trapped on their planet now because they abandoned him.
That doesn't.
But
He's a
he-
watcher informant.
Yes, that's
He
what they
just
call
tells
them.
them stuff.
But their job is to watch
I was gonna
it.
say, isn't their job to watch? That'd
Yeah.
be like somebody who's in charge of, like your babysitter,
He's like,
outsourcing it to
"Yo,
somebody
dude,
else.
In case
I'm the
you missed
babysitter.
this."
This is
you're-
the baby informant.
Yeah, what do you mean you're the babysitter? You're here at home. Oh, the baby informant is watching the baby right now. She'll come
Yeah.
report to me
Tell
later.
me what the baby did.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
like to
You have one job. It's to watch. Why do you need somebody informing you?
No, it's to sit. It's to babysit.
maybe he's the informant
About
to
the
like get the
Watchers.
actual
Oh,
like
okay.
emotion and feeling from it, like seeing it from a because
Mm.
they're just watching it. They're not actually like so
Living
they
it.
get his.
Yeah, but he wasn't describing the feelings of it. He was just describing what happened.
But he was
True.
describing it from like his exact point of view. Like they watch it all played out, but to see it from like they're getting it from like his eyes.
Actually, buddy, this is drawn out.
Why?
Nice.
Why would that matter?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand how the Watchers fucking work, Tony.
James Gunn also apologized for that too, though, because the movie takes place in 2014, and he's talking about being a FedEx guy. Well, Civil War takes place in 2016.
God damn it, James Gunn.
So he had,
You're
but
really fucking me up.
his
here.
explanation for that is Stanley's probably been a FedEx guy before,
Sure.
God.
just off screen.
And don't fucking apologize for it. Just come out and tell people to go fuck themselves.
Or just say that the after credits scene took place in 2016.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Right. I
James
mean,
Was
Gunn's
it?
never
Was that
come
an
out.
after credit scene?
He's
Yeah,
gonna watch
yeah.
I thought that one happened during the movie.
They when they're going through all the space jumps,
Yes.
they
See
pass
them.
by them,
yeah.
along with some of the rock monsters from Thor.
Rock monster.
But there is the after
Those
credit
are the
scene
dumbest
where,
things
they're,
ever.
where he
Yes.
finishes talking to him. They start walking away, and he's like, "Wait, I'm banking on you guys being my ride home." And then they
They
just
can't
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
They
When
can't
they
even
leave,
give
he's
him a
abandoned.
ride.
Nope.
they just left him.
What was the fifth after credit scene then?
There's
I was trying to
Groot,
remember.
Ravengers.
Oh, Groot. That's what it was.
Baby Groot or
Teenage Groot. He's gonna be big again
So there
in
was-
Infinity War.
Groot,
Adam,
Kraglin, Teenage Groot. No, I already
you
said
already
Groot.
said that.
more
Groot, Watcher,
Watcher.
and then what was the fifth
Ravengers?
one?
Yeah, the Ravengers getting together.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
Oh, the Ravagers getting together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was more than one scene of him trying to use the arrow.
No.
It was one.
Long
Like it
one.
was one long scene
Okay.
of
And then it
different things of him.
Pierce Drax.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think
and he just walks away.
Yeah.
like,
They're
"Ah!"
trying to get it up.
That was great. If I could go back for a second and say my favorite character was probably Drax. Like, I know I love Mantis, but Drax just... I wish that everyone on the planet was like that. I would love my fucking life if everybody was just retarded.
People were
constantly.
That's
complaining
all it would
about-
take for you to love your life.
People were complaining about Drax
Yes.
this time because they were saying he laughed every second that he was on screen.
All it would
So?
take for you to love your life is to be surrounded by retarded people. You live in the United States.
Yeah.
You hang out with us like on a weekly basis.
Tony
Just-
claims he's the smartest, and he
Go-
has such quotes, such as
that was a good one.
And I'm gonna sit here and keep jerking off my ding dong. I know I don't like Fireball, but I don't know if I hate penis.
know that I don't like peanuts.
So can we-
What's the name for the order? Tony. Did you say Simon?
Yes.
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 Hey, how about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, can we get back to that?
Do you have any final thoughts? you want to wrap up stuff,
I don't have any
or
thoughts.
we all know
Yeah, he
Or-
maxed out his intelligence.
any
His thoughts are too complicated for us to comprehend.
That's actually probably true.
any future hopes of the MCU.
What do you mean future hopes?
I
For
don't
it to
know,
get
the
good.
Guardians and Infinity War.
I was just saying things.
I
Someone
mean,
save me.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be a weird time jump.
It is.
If that takes place in 2014 and Infinity War is gonna be
Not
2018
really.
or something.
I mean, think about it. Like, if that movie is 2014, they're gonna have to get to Earth. I mean, like, where the shit are they?
right.
In the, you know,
They
like,
opened a portal to the Chitauri in the first Avengers. They just portaled themselves to Earth.
the Chitauri did that though.
They just have to go find Asgard.
They're
And
just gonna go find the Chitauri and I'm gonna open a portal for them. Hey guys, what's going on?
I'm just saying, if they take the
They
long
make-
way there, that's an easy explanation. Be like, hey, it took them 2 years to fly here.
I mean, they made
Which
that
is
jump all the way to
stupidly
Ego.
fast.
the Collector had Dark Elves. He had Chitauri. He had all sorts of stuff from the Avengers.
They made 700 jumps to Ego. And it was fine.
True. Yeah.
I mean,
It wasn't fine.
Well,
were
yeah, they
rolling
weren't
out.
supposed to, but like they can do it. I don't
True.
think they'll be able to make the excuse of it took us a while to get here.
Right.
Well, I mean, they were told like Yondu specifically said, "You don't do that many jumps."
Yeah, but
And
they
they
did it
Yeah, but it like fudged them all up.
for like 30 seconds, and then they went and had a huge fight and
True.
won the fight.
Yeah, fuck, did that fudge them all up.
they were fucking fudged.
They were
Fudged
fudged
to shit.
so hard.
Fudged in their shithole.
no. Nothing about that sentence was good.
No, fudge you so
You're gonna talk about getting
fudging
fudged
hard.
all the time, there, Tanner.
No.
Was that our final thoughts? Are we done now?
Talk
We're
about
gonna
getting
fudged in your
fudged.
shithole.